As the island faces an increase in gun and gang violence, Prime Minister and Minister for National Security, Honorable Philip J Pierre, reiterates his condemnation of crime in Saint Lucia. In an official press release from the Office of the Prime Minister dated February 7th, Prime Minister Pierre vehemently condemned the spate of callous shootings that have resulted in loss of life and injury of Saint Lucians. The statement read in part, "The Prime Minister has made it clear that the government he leads will never compromise the perpetrators of criminal activity, including those who threaten the safety and security of the peace-loving citizens of our island," and went on to state, "As Minister for National Security, the Prime Minister continues to facilitate the allocation of crime-fighting resources and tools to the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force at every possible opportunity. The High Command of the RSLPF has assured the Prime Minister that known gang members, those who enable them, and the nefarious people leading them will be adamantly pursued until they are caught and expelled from our communities. The Prime Minister continues to call on the police to continue working to disrupt and destroy every facet of their illegal operations." However, the battle with the spate in gun and gang-related incidents, which came to the fore in 2023, has placed the Pierre administration under heavy scrutiny from the opposing United Workers' Party. Prime Minister Pierre was deemed unfit to be National Security Minister by leader of the opposition Alan Austinay on numerous occasions, and the latest jab being thrown during Austinay's New Year's address on Sunday, February 4th. According to Austinay, the surge in crimes last year was unheard of and caused considerable anxiety. This resulted in the Prime Minister firing back at the pre-cabinet briefing the following day.
We are the government that brought in the regional security system. The opposition criticized us for it. We are the government that had the Escalated Crime Areas Act. The government criticized, the opposition criticized us. So look at our record. Look at the interventions that we have made as far as crime is concerned. Violence is concerned. Look at the resources we've put as far as violence is concerned. Look at the operational independence we have given the police force. Look at the legislation we've passed. We had the strictest gun laws. We've passed the strictest gun laws ever in the history of this country. We did that. So let's not get carried away with frustrated opposition people.
The island's homicide count for 2023 was 75, with many of the incidents being gun-related and gang-related crimes. Since the start of 2024, the island has recorded 12 homicides and various instances of shooting across the island. Last night, February 7th, saw 2 instances of violence in 2 separate communities, Dennery and Bocage, according to the official press release. The Dennery police station initiated investigations into a report of a fatal stabbing which occurred at Over the Bridge, Dennery at about 8:45 p.m. on Wednesday, February 7, 2024. A male who had been attacked with a knife and suffered numerous injuries was conveyed to the Dennery Hospital for treatment. The victim succumbed to those injuries and was later declared deceased by a medical practitioner at the institution. The deceased has been identified as 24-year-old Donald Joseph of Over the Bridge, Dennery. A 16-year-old male of the same address is in custody. And on Wednesday, February 7, 2024, at about 8:15 p.m., the Criminal Investigations Department in Castries responded to a shooting at Bocage Castries following a shooting incident near the main road. 2 males suffered numerous torso injuries. They were both transported to a healthcare institution for urgent medical attention. And though there was no suspicion of gang-related activity at the incident in Dennery, it did claim the life of another young man. However, the government remains steadfast in their approach to implement targeted social intervention programs that will divert and protect vulnerable populations from the lure of criminal gangs. The Prime Minister continues to meet with the High Command of the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force to keep abreast of ongoing police operations and initiatives designed to rid our streets and communities of ill-natured individuals and ensure law and order prevail. For Choice News Now, I am Chelsea Austinay.